Yeah, yeah, yeah. I told you guys, today is life and purpose. I told you guys. I told you guys. Today is a different kind of day. I told you guys. Today is giving, bro, different message. Today is like a message. It's meant for somebody. It's meant for you and I. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Welcome back to another beautiful night, another beautiful day of live streaming daily. It's a blob, and that beautiful day of live streaming daily to global recognition. Yeah. So you're welcome to today's. Let me put that fun at 4 or 5. You're welcome to today's. You open today's in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Today is life and purpose. Life and purpose Tuesdays, and today's topic is on what are you living for? Otherwise, the question, what is your purpose, and how to discover your purpose. Is it because of our faves, OBU and JFG? Is it because of their wedding? You guys should pull up. You guys should pull up. You guys should pull up. You get me? I need to be seen like 100 persons here, man. I need to be seen like 100 persons. Today is on life and purpose, and I know a lot of us would have asked ourselves that question, or a lot of us would have tried to discover our purpose, or pondered on what we are actually created for, or what actually is our purpose. Now, through today's live stream, you would know. Hope this thing is not set to just me and a few persons. I beg you. Okay. Life and purpose. What is your purpose, and how to discover your purpose? Okay. We are living to make an impact, to make a change, to affect someone's life, to be a blessing, to touch lives, to make a difference, to dominate, to multiply, to serve God, and to please Him. So, yeah, these are some of the things we are created for, and these are some of the things that we can use to either realize what our purpose is, or what our potentials are, or what we are created to do. So, yeah, we are all created specially and for a reason. We all have greatness in us, either to be kings and queens, created to be great men and women, to be light of the world, salt of the earth, coat of many colors, and having more talents or value to offer to the world, or simply complementing one another and to achieve great feats, or to fulfill purpose. Now, our purpose could be, complementing one another. Your purpose in life could be, helping someone else achieve something huge or achieve something great. Your purpose in life could be working with somebody. You could be someone's destiny helper, and someone could be your destiny helper. You could be someone's divine help, and someone could be your divine help. So there are different purposes for different people or everybody on this earth. Now, what is your purpose? Which is the first topic for today. I know so many times you'd have asked yourself this question, or these questions. What are you living for? What is really your purpose in this life? What are you doing? What am I meant to do? What are you meant to do? Or what am I made for? Sometime, or numerous times, or countless times, we'd have asked ourselves these questions. You'd have pondered on your existence of life. You'd have pondered on what you were created to do. You'd have pondered on your purpose in life. You'd have pondered on why you are created. why you are living, why you are in this life, why you're on this earth, you know. And that why, the answer to your why is your purpose. The answer to why is discovering your purpose. And the next question is how to discover your purpose. So I'll continue on the first question, which is what is your purpose? The questions are endless, and sometimes you may get overwhelmed and lost if you or when you don't get the answers to these questions, or the questions you ask yourself, or the questions of your existence, or what you're meant to be doing with your existence. Sometimes you may get out of these questions when you don't have the answers to, or the answers to them. You have tried asking yourselves these questions in different formats. Now, purpose, like I defined last time, today is Life and Purpose Tuesdays, and I had defined purpose in our first class or our first session, but I will still go back to it. I said purpose refers to the reason or the intention behind something, whether it's a goal, action, or existence. It's the underlying motivation or driving force. Now, in my notes, I circled motivation and I circled driving force. Now, purpose is an underlying motivation or a driving force that gives something meaning and direction. So your purpose rallies around, what motivates you, or rallies around that driving force that propels you, to be a better person, that propels you, to want to do something, that propels you to want to achieve something, that propels you to want to accomplish something, that propels you to want to be an addition or a huge impact to someone's life or society. Now, these questions I mentioned earlier, try asking yourself some of these questions, but in a different sense, and ask yourself these questions in this sense instead. You may understand your purpose better than that. What is this? Oh boy. Okay. What is your goal or objective? Now, instead of you asking yourself, what is your reason for your existence? Or what are you created for? Or what are you doing? I know that sometimes I would have asked ourselves this question, what am I really doing? And if this question is not well answered or not properly met, it may lead to, getting one devastated or depressed. So instead of you asking yourself these questions, ask yourself these questions in a different sense, in this light. What is your goal or objective? What is that thing, or what are those things you really want to achieve or accomplish? What gives meaning to your life? And what actually gives importance or significance to your life and your actions or the things you do? Now, number one is your sense of meaning. Now, what do you think gives meaning to your life? What can you think about your life? If you were to make a stock of your life, if you were to write things about your life, if you were to write a biography of yourself, if you were to write a story of your life or a story of your being, what do you think will give meaning to your life? What is your sense of meaning? Now, asking yourself these questions are better ways, to discovering your purpose. If you can understand this concept or ideology of what makes sense to you and what is really important to you, or create a significance to you or in your life, you can understand your purpose from that. Number one is your sense of meaning. Number two is your reason for existence, or the reason for your existence. When you think about your life, what explains your existence? When you think about your life, why do you think you are necessary? Why do you think you are necessary on this earth? Or why do you think you are necessary in this life? Or why do you think you are a plus? So ask yourself these questions. What is that thing that no matter how small you think it is, it comes to your heart as something you can actually do or offer to either make a contribution or to make a difference? And it can make someone remember you or have an impact in someone's life. So if you ask yourself these questions, you can derive at some things that you know that when you do these things, they will either affect someone's life, or they'll impact someone's life in a positive way, or they'll affect the society, or they'll affect the people around you or living with you. So ask yourself these questions. What is the reason for your existence? What makes sense to you? That's your sense of meaning. Now, if someone can do these things, or if I was here, or if I wasn't here, or if you weren't here, what is that thing that you'd have done that would have made an impact to someone's life? Or what's that thing that you'd have done that someone would say, okay, had it been Joshua was here now, he would have done this thing for us. Had it been Joshua was here now, I know this day would have gone a different way. Had it been Joshua was here now, I believe this event would have more vibe or have more energy than it is now. So what is that thing that you feel when you offer? It speaks more of your value. It speaks more of your impact. That invariably speaking of your existence, invariably speaking of your value, invariably speaking of what you have to offer, invariably speaking that okay, yes, people actually felt me, people were actually grateful, or people appreciated my presence because I was able to do this, because I was able to arrange the seats in the hall, because I was able to arrange the chairs, because there was a sense of belonging I gave. Bro, it can be something very minute that to you it will feel too small. But if that thing can make an impact to someone's life, if that thing can affect someone's life positively, believe me, that can give you a clue to your purpose. Now, when you think of your absence from the presence, or when you think of your absence from the presence of people, either your family, loved ones, friends, or society, no matter how small the people or the bond, you know when you are not around, they would miss something about you. Something that you can do to touch or affect lives beautifully. That can give you your clue to your purpose. Now, in my let me give you a short story. In my secondary school, I attended Federal Government Academy, my secondary school year. During our send forth, that's when SS3 students are graduating or leaving the school. We call it send forth, and they normally do send forth parties or send forth celebrations. Now, at the end of these parties, they usually give awards to either most reserved, neatest student, best couple of the set or session, most handsome, most beautiful, and whatnot. There's usually an award that is usually felt. That award is called most valuable. Now, anybody that they give that award, that was in my school during send forth, any prefect or any student or any living or graduating student that they give that award most valuable, just know that that person touched lives. And what I mean touched lives is either that person was at the expense of coming through for students, regarding himself less and coming through for other students. That student was either that student that takes care of junior students, or likes to see junior students happy and protected from either problems or falling into victims of senior students and stuff. Or if you're in second, if you went to, or if you attended a boarding school, that sometimes you guys do not have lights in your hostels, and other hostels may have lights, and there's one particular student, one particular senior, or some students or some seniors that whenever they're around, will just climb the roof or climb the ceiling and just do some connections, illegal or not, to a share connection, and at the end, you guys will have lights in your hostel. So those are the people that when they are not around or more, there won't be lights in the hostel at all. Now they are offering value, they're offering impact, because when there's no light, you remember that if senior so person was here now, definitely would have climbed and checked what was wrong with our light and would have lights. So that post most valuable was a post, or was an award that if or when given to any graduating student, you know that this is a good award, and his presence or his impact was felt. So no matter how little that is, that can give you a clue to your purpose. Now, that's the first question. What is your purpose? Number two, how to discover purpose. This is our main sighting for today's session. This is our main, area. Now, I'll give you, some compilations or some explanations describing your purpose based off of some studies, researches I've read, messages I've listened to, and meditations. That is insights or deep insights I've got, from God. Now, I want us to listen attentively because you definitely grasp something, no matter how little, no matter how few, you definitely learn something. Now, one of the ways to discover your purpose, or one of the ways to discovering your purpose, and remember, purpose is a journey, and sometimes it evolves. So don't be in a haste, where you now lose sight of yourself or your path. Be calm. Don't allow that adrenaline in you, just rush you into making a decision or rush you into doing things that ordinarily or naturally you don't want to do. So be calm, just be chill. It's a process, it's a journey. It's like life. So take it step by step. And your potentials, or rather your purpose, can change depending on the time of life, or depending on your phase of life, or depending what you have to offer at that moment. So your purpose can evolve, and your purpose can change, and your purpose can either complement each other. So don't be in a haste and don't be in a rush to trying to find yourself. It takes time. You know how we grew and you get to puberty stage and you start understanding some things about your body. That's how purpose should be. It's something that evolves you growing and evolves different stages and levels of your life to the path or to the point that you understand, okay, yes, this is my vital potential and this is something I have to do. This is where I have to offer. This is where I have to have an impact or give the world an impact or allow people feel this part of me or affect lives positively. So it's a journey. One of the ways to discovering your potential, before I go ahead, what is potential or what are potentials? Potentials are latent qualities. Now, why do I mean by latent? That's something that is existing but not yet developed. That I said, it takes a journey, it's a process, it takes a while. You feel me, yeah? Potentials are latent qualities. That's something existing but not yet developed. So, your potentials are qualities or abilities that may be developed and lead to future success or usefulness. Now, circle success and usefulness because when you discover your purpose, believe in me, it will definitely profit you. When you discover your purpose, believe in me, it will definitely affect lives. And you affect lives, that's usefulness. You affecting lives, that's the greatest success. You impacting lives, that's the greatest thing you can do on this earth. The greatest thing you can do in this life is not to make money, but make money because it's an essentiality to having a beautiful life or enjoying the good things of life or the good things about life. But the best thing about life is discovering your purpose and using your purpose to affect lives positively. That means impact. Impact or legacy beats any other thing in this life. So, potentials are qualities or abilities that may be developed and lead to future success or usefulness. That means it's something you yourself have to harness into growth or usefulness stage. You have to harness it, you have to groom it. Your potentials. Sorry, I hope I'm still active. My network shit for a while, sorry. So it's something. What's happening, bro? Please, if I'm active, just tell me I'm active on the comment section. Just drop a comment because my network is playing pranks on me, and I'm sorry about that. This video is glitching. I'm really sorry. So yeah, your potentials are qualities or abilities that may be developed and lead to future success or usefulness. That means it's something you yourself has to harness into growth or usefulness stage, not just left dormant to unfold itself. So discovering your purpose first, or one of the things you have to do, is discover your potentials because Your potentials are intertwined or interrelated with your purpose. And while developing your potentials into the growth stage or the usefulness stage, invariably you're harnessing yourself for your purpose. You're harnessing yourself into living a purposeful life. You're harnessing yourself into living not just a life, but your life's purpose. Living your life's purpose is greater than living just your life. So that's it. Your potential is that pre-existing ability given to you by God. Pre-existing because it's already in you, but like I said, it's latent. You have to discover it and you have to develop it. Becomes it's before it becomes into fertility or becomes fruitful to you. So it's that pre-existing ability given to you by God, just waiting to be manifested. It can even be as little as knowing how to arrange the house, knowing how to set up your house, knowing how to sweep, knowing how to clean your kitchen. That can be potential, can be as little as that, and that can be a clue to your purpose. Growing up, whenever my elder bro cleans or arranges the house looks more beautiful and different. He was so good, like he was so good at that most times it gives the house a different and new setting. It gives the house a different look. If you just come to be like, is this our house? Is this our sitting room? That was how good he was. Now, such person can be a home or interior decor. There are some things that you shouldn't just take for granted. There are some little things about you that you feel are irrelevant, but believe in me, if it concerns life, if it concerns progress, if it concerns growth, there's nothing as little about life. There's nothing as little about you. You get so these ideas and skills are natural that when developed, they can be a professional asset. Other stuff like dance, music, football, creativity. Some of us growing up were attracted to everything electrical, especially the guys and a few ladies. Growing up, we were attracted to everything electrical and tried to either assemble or repair things. If you just see that, okay, this touchlight is not working, you see yourself trying to repair it. If the speaker is faulty, if it's a wire, if it's a socket, you just see yourself trying to assemble it or try to fix it to make it work. That could be little, and then probably we saw it as maybe a play or something we just wanted to be involved with or involve ourselves with. But now, like I said earlier, there's nothing little as far as it concerns life and as far as it concerns potential. Such potentials now can be harnessed and developed to lead one to his or her purpose. So sometimes it helps starting and thinking about the littlest things or the littlest things that you know how to do or the littlest things attached to your life that you love to do. Now, these abilities are things you do with ease and grace. What do I mean? Your abilities are like your potentials, and your abilities are things that you do stress free. You do it with grace, you do it with ease. You don't struggle to do them in such areas, and this can lead you to your purpose. So, if you have thought about stuff, or if you realize that some things you know how to do that you don't struggle to do them, there's some things you know how to do that they just come to you stress free. There's some things you know how to do that you do with grace, like seamlessly, beautifully, and you see everything coming in place. Those are some of the things that can lead you to your purpose or give you a clue of what your purpose is or what your purpose should be. One thing you can do is write down your potentials. That is your abilities. Write them down. All the things you can do with ease and the ones that give you joy. Write them down and use a mode of priority. But this time, the ones that actually connects to you better and brings life to your being. Now, purpose is related to life just as your purpose is related to your being. Now, being, I mean BEING. That is what you're doing with yourself. What move you are making with yourself. Your purpose is more about you than your life. Okay? Because we are all living. Yeah, but what is it are you doing with your life? Or what is it are you doing on this earth? So your purpose should be more to you than just living. Because when you discover your purpose, life becomes more beautiful. Because it's now life, you, and your purpose. It's complete. The cycle is complete because if there's life and there's no purpose, bro, you just going from one place to another, just like um devil going from one place to another, looking for who to devour, looking for who to pepper, looking for who to look for his trouble. When he sees somebody, that becomes like his purpose for that day. Like confirm, I don't cash out, I don't see person, this person now, I will trouble him. Now when you don't have a purpose, it's just like you're just on this earth, just walking through and through. But when you have purpose, your purpose gives you direction. And when you have direction, bro, you gain speed because you go faster. Because it's just like you are going to United States, yeah, and you are going from Nigeria, or you are going from Ghana, or you are going from Spain, and your um, direction is leading to, sorry, your destination is United States. There are directions, or there are paths you would follow that will lead you to United States. Now those paths are like your purpose, your journey to achieving or reaching your destination. Now that's life's purpose. But when you don't know the route to United States, or you don't know how to get to United States, bro, you just be confused. You just go ahead, you just follow where belle face, or you see people that are watching. Okay, where are you going to? Let me follow you now. Where are you going to? Let me follow you now. So you'll be more confused about life. But when you discover your purpose and realize your purpose, life becomes better. Life gives you a direction. Now, the ones that actually connects to you, that's your abilities. The ones that actually connects you to being better and brings life to your being. Seems more like a task that you really need to execute. Your purpose should seem more like a task to you. That's one way to discovering your purpose. It's something that gives you not like a burden, but gives you sleepless night. It's a task that you have to, just like you have an assignment that you have to finish. You have mathematics assignments you have to finish before the next day. That's how your purpose should be. That's one thing you discovering your purpose. That thing that gives you sleepless night until you've executed it, until you finish the assignment. That's one way to discovering your purpose. That may be your purpose, or what you have to do, or what you are meant to live for. Now, that's the first way to discovering your purpose, your potentials. If I didn't um, target earlier, the first way to discovering your purpose is knowing your potentials. That's your abilities. That's the first way to discovering your potential. Second way, or number two way to discovering your purpose is your passion. Now, what is passion? That thing you love and you are good at. That even when you are paid or you are not paid for it, regardless, it's something you love and you just want to do it. There are some things that you really love to do. Like me now, I'm a dancer. When I started dancing officially, bro, then I was even looking at the money. I just wanted to dance. I just wanted to climb stage and perform, bro. I just wanted to dance and know that, okay, yeah, so people are happy, people are clapping for me, people are smiling. I gave an event joy. I gave more color to an event. To my performance was like the talk of the day. My performance was like the talk of the event. And if they're doing the event highlights, my dance or my performance will be there, bro. That gives me joy. That gave me so much joy. So your passion can give you a clue of what your purpose would be, or what your purpose should be. So like I said, that thing you love and you are good at, that even if you are paid or you are not paid, regardless, it's something you love to do, and you just see yourself doing and going extra mile to either develop or transfer it. What I mean transfer is to, that is, make an impact, teach others about it, tell other people about it, translate these things into other people's life, impact other people through this thing you know how to do, through this passion of yours. So passion is one of the things that can give you a clue of what your purpose is. That thing you never get tired of doing or involving yourself with. like I said, or I earlier mentioned, something you love to do, even if you don't get paid for it. Now, some of us are unhappy or unfulfilled because we find ourselves doing things that don't really give us peace. Either because we want to make a living or be able to cater for enemies, and a lot of us are on this table. A lot of us find ourselves in these situations. You get doing things that deprives us of our peace. Doing things that we are unhappy doing, unfulfilled doing, but we just have to do them because we have to see dough. To cater for enemies. We have to see money to cater for enemies. We have to see money to be able to survive. So now, most of the times, it's now survivor over peace. It's now survivor over happiness or survivor over fulfillment. And some of these things can take away that beautiful path or beautiful, process or journey that will give you happiness or joy in life. Because when you are doing something that you're not happy doing, when you are doing something at the expense of your peace, believe in me, that is way far. That's far off your purpose. And some of us are on this table, not because we want to do them, but we just have to do them to be able to survive, and that can drive us, far off of our purpose. This could be jobs that we're not happy with or comfortable with, but we just have to do them to make money. But there's no fulfillment or happiness attached. That is sometimes I just tired. Whenever I remember that, bro, tomorrow is Monday. Your mood don't spoil. Tomorrow is Monday. Hush. That vibe in you just goes off. That joy in you just goes off because tomorrow is Monday. I know being Monday, you have to go to work. You know why you're feeling that way? Because it's not your purpose. If it's something that you love, bro, that even if you're not paid for it, you will still do it. Come rain, sunshine, you still do it. Even if it's Monday, even if Monday comes 5 times in a week, you wouldn't feel it because you're doing what you love. You wouldn't feel it because you're doing what gives you peace. You wouldn't feel it because you're doing what gives you fulfillment. That's what purpose can feel like. Peace, happiness, fulfillment. That's what purpose can feel like. Now, sometimes people do some things or just because their friends are doing them, either to feel among or to feel involved. Now, this would only take you away from your purpose and may leave you worried or troubled internally. What I mean internally, that is psychologically and your spirit man. And when psychologically and your spirit man you are down, bro, it will affect you. It will affect your life. It will affect your life's purpose. It will complicate your peace, bro. And whatever complicates your peace is not worth it. Whatever ruins your peace isn't worth it. So another way to realizing your purpose is whatever gives you peace. Whatever jeopardizes your peace isn't worth it. So if you know that pursuit, that field, that skill, that ability, that trade that when implemented gives you peace whenever you think about it, that just the thought of it alone gives you peace, that just the thought of it alone makes you happy, brother, sister, that could be where your purpose lies. So pursue it. Like, hesitate for no man, hesitate for nothing, pursue it. So stop stressing yourself trying to figure out what to do with your life, and don't think or stop thinking it has to be something very large or overwhelming. You know, your purpose doesn't have to be something very huge. It doesn't have to be something very cumbersome. You get it could be the littlest stuff. As far it gives you joy, and as far it can be transferable, as far it can affect lives, as far it can make impact, as far it can touch lives. As far it can give you a legacy, and a legacy that it can be it can be happy about, that when you hear your name, like, oh wow, oh wow. If you see names of people that from generation to generation they use their names, they cite their names as examples, bro, these people or these persons live their purpose. If you see people that affected life, affected humanity, affected education, affected study, affected science or technology, these people one way or the other lived their purpose. That's why there's a legacy living off of them. That's why there's an impact still keeping their name. in the sands of time. So that's what your purpose can do to you. Without purpose, if you check out heroes or celebrities compared to normal people that had died or have died, the ones that touched lives, no matter how famous they were, the ones that touched lives, their names live more because people tend to remember what they did that affected their lives positively. People tend to remember what they did that made an impact to their lives. So that's legacy. Somebody like Michael Jackson, yeah. Now for generations to come, for next generation to come, bro, generations to come, kids will still know who Michael Jackson was. Or rather, I should use who Michael Jackson is because his name still lives on. Okay, people still watch his videos, people still go online, research about him, people still go to YouTube, learn his moves, and still execute them beautifully. Even now, there are variations of his kind of dance, there are variations of his break dance that people do even more beautiful and seamlessly with ease and grace. So yeah, your purpose can be something very little, but as far as that thing can affect lives, that will be a clue of where your purpose is. Now, where your passion lies, your purpose can be driven from that and focus on your passion. You know, Apostle Joshua Selman would say, there is grace there. Now, where your passion lies, your purpose, where your passion lies, where your ability lies, where your strength lies, your purpose can be driven from that. And there's grace there, there's ease there. There's like a blessing there because when you're doing stuff related to your passion, when you're doing stuff related to your ability, something that you have ease, something that you have grace, that you do stress free seamlessly, there's grace there, and you will make more progress than just doing something random because there's potential, it's an ability, there's a driving force, you have strength, and you love it. That's even when the money is not coming, you love what you are doing. So it gives you even more consistency than when you are doing something that you are not really passionate about. So that can give you a clue of your purpose. Whatever you realize you are good at, you love it, you love to do it, or indulge in it, and being paid or not being paid, you are still good with it because it's what you love and it gives you joy. That could be where your purpose lies. So chase it. Chase it like a hungry man, they say a hungry man is an angry man. Your purpose, you should be angry about your purpose. You should be hungry to discovering your purpose. And when you discover your potentials and you love these potentials of yours or these abilities, and these abilities are the ones that are transferable, that you can make impact to people's life through them. Chase it, pursue it endlessly. Remember, I said earlier, it's a journey, so don't be in a hurry. Take your time, develop your potential, understand your potential, and it will be a clue of your purpose. Now, the next way to discovering your purpose is your place of pain or concern. Now, what's that thing that troubles you, that gives you pain whenever you think about it or stumble on it? What's that thing about life or about society or about people that gives you great concern whenever you see it or think about it? That will be where your purpose lies. So the third way into realizing or discovering your purpose is your place of pain or your place of concern. Now, one thing you can do to help you is make a stock of your life. What are those things or memories that gives you the greatest of pains? What is that in the memory that gives you the great pain or greatest pain that whenever you think about them, this could be traumas. You get that guy said, when you go through, how they put that, when you see gold at first, is very oddly, it doesn't have shape, it just looks careless, but that's gold. But when this gold goes through fire and is molded or shaped, it becomes something beautiful. It becomes either a jewelry, it becomes, it can be turned into anything when it goes through fire. So now, if you think about your pains or those things that gives you greatest of concerns or gives you greatest of pains, this could be where your purpose lies. And these things could be traumas, this could be missed opportunities, this could be an idea you had wanted to pursue or establish. This could be a challenge that gives you pain and great concern. You know, it could be a change that you wish you could bring either to families, either to people, either to society, either to the government, either to the body of Christ. You know, it could be a service that you wish you were offering, or you wish you could offer, or you would love to offer, if given the chance. You know, your purpose could lie in this. Now I said something like could be your traumas. Now some of us growing up here were either abused, or were either brutally treated, or were either bullied, or were either manhandled. And now this thing has given you trauma, or this thing gives you great pain, or this thing troubles you whenever you think about it. I'm talking about traumas here. Now this could be where your purpose lies, because thinking about this pain, you wouldn't want such pain to be felt by other people. You wouldn't want other people to feel this thing you felt. You wouldn't want other people to be bullied. You wouldn't want other people to be abused. Now, abuse can be either sexually, physically, psychologically, mentally, depending on your own version of trauma. You wouldn't want other people to feel how you have felt. That's why I see some activists or some advocates for different aspects of life or theories or approaches. Some of them started off of their pain, things they felt, things they went through, things that were done to them, and they wouldn't want done to other people. So your purpose can be attached to that, or your purpose can be drawn from your traumas, or your place of pain, or your place of great concern. That's the third place that your purpose can be drawn from. Now that could also be where your purpose lies. Now, hence, this question is a different question that I would want you to ask yourself. It can help you discover your purpose. What service are you offering? Either to humanity, society, your family, or lives. What service are you offering? What impacts are you making? Either big or small, either to one person or a group of people, society, your country, and at the world at large. What impact are you making? If you ask yourself this question and you realize that you are not making any impact, the next question you should ask yourself automatically: what impact would you want to make? What legacy would you want to leave behind? What would you want to do that would affect lives positively? Now, answering these questions can give you a clue to what your purpose is. Answering these questions can discover your purpose for living, and can make you discover your life's purpose. If currently there's nothing you're thinking about, this question I just asked now: what service are you offering to humanity, and what impact are you making? If currently there's no service you are offering, and if currently there's not an impact that you are making, think about these two questions thoroughly, deeply, and meditate on them. You can realize your purpose answering these questions. That is, what service you would love to offer, and what impact you would love to make to humanity, or to society, or to families, or to your friends, or to your loved ones. You can have a clue of what your purpose should be. There are some things you should add that's of value, that can be of help or assistance to at least a soul or a person. That would be where your purpose lies. It could be very little, but you feel if you should do something like this, it will definitely make an impact on a person or a soul. It will definitely affect or change lives positively. That could be where your purpose lies. Your greatness in life. Hope I'm normal. Okay, yeah. Your greatness in life is not in your similarities with other people or creatives in your fields. Discovering your potential reveals your uniqueness and this can result in your self-confidence. You can do it like other people, but other people can't do it the way you will do it. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes everybody unique. You may be looking up to other people, you may be looking up to somebody, you may have a mentor, you know. You can do it like other people, but there's something that only you know how to do. No matter how you watch other people, no matter how you try to live like other people, no matter how you try to live your life like other people, when you add all these things, there's something, and the way you would do it, other people won't be able to do it like you. That's your uniqueness. And discovering that potential of yours helps you realizing your self confidence and your self worth, and it builds your self esteem. I'll read that part again. Your greatness in life is not in your similarities with other people or creatives in your fields. Discovering your potential reveals your uniqueness, and this can result, or this can invariably lead to you building or having your self confidence. You can do it like other people, but other people can't do it the way you do it. You can do it like other people, but other people won't be able to do it the way you would do it. And that's your uniqueness. And that uniqueness derives from you realizing your potential. Discovering your purpose is progressional. It's a journey, and it evolves also, depending on the necessity of what you have to offer. That's discovering your purpose. It evolves. It's like a journey. It's not static, it's dynamic. Now, depending on the necessity of what you have to offer. But realizing your purpose involves these criteria, this equipment, and tools we have treated earlier. And what are these tools? Number one, your potential. Number two, your passion. Number three, your place of pain or great concern. Now, these are the tools, or these are the equipment that you can use to discover your purpose. Your potentials, your passion, and your place of pain, as I've explained earlier. If you see yourself getting pained or angry when you see people making it, that's because you are seeing zeal. That's because you are seeing passion. And that's because you are seeing potential in a progressive journey. Utilize that pain. When you see people making it, when you see people doing good, when you see people doing well in a field that you yourself would have loved to venture into, or in a field you yourself would have loved to do, utilize that pain. Don't let it turn to hate. There are beautiful pains, but when these pains are not curtailed, they can turn to hate. So don't let that pain turn to hate. Instead, focus on realizing why you are pained. What is it you are seeing that is hurting you? Is it something you feel you were also created for? Something you believe you have got what it takes to pursue same field, or something that propels you into realizing that you were made for something like that also? That's the field or the creative, or an amazement and amusement of such art, that you are amazed or amused that the art calls you. That sometimes that you watch a movie and you be so indulged, like the movie will carry you travailler, carry it, just take you to another realm. You see yourself like in the movie, you see yourself in that role. Probably you're made to be an actor, or you have potential of being a great actor. So it could be, if that art calls you, that could be where your potential and your purpose lies. Examine yourself and think it through and thoroughly. You may realize that's where your purpose lies. Now, I'll use service groups in church as an example. There's sometimes that you go to church and you be like, oh boy, isn't this choir people they sing? What are these choristers singing? Or you'll be in church and you realize, okay, the worship team, these people are not doing well. It just keeps troubling with our more. There's something they need to adjust. There's something they need to change. Or the media group, we see that there's something missing in the media group, and you believe if you're in that media group, you do something differently, and that thing will make it better. I'm using service group in church as an instance. Or the ushering unit, you realize, these ushers, there's how you guys will package yourself, or there's a code of conduct or a dress code, or there's how you guys, that will just make yourself look fancy and more regarded. If you see yourself being hot, or you see yourself pondering about such things in church, or pondering about such things in service groups, just know that that could be where God is calling you to be. You know, that could be the service group God is calling you to serve in, and that can be also your purpose, because you are realizing, if you are there, or if you are in that service group, you make a difference, or you make something better, or you make an impact, or it will be more beautiful if you are there. That could be where your purpose lies. And that this stuff can also be applied to discovering your purpose as well. If there's any field, there's any area of life that you see things and it just hurts you, no, this thing is not done well. It could be society, it could be anywhere, it could be in school, it could be sports. You feel, nah, this thing isn't done well, it's not done right. If it was done this way, if I was there now, I'll tell him that, okay, do it like this. Or if I was there now, I'll tell her, do it like this. That could be where your purpose lies, and that could be the impact you have to make. So that could be how you can discover your purpose. Discovering your purpose is not easy. Discovering purpose is not easy, believe me. It's what separates the disciplined from the lazy. It's what separates the willing from the reluctant. It's what separates the greats from the average. Because discovering purpose isn't easy. I wouldn't kid you. I wouldn't lie to you. Discovering purpose is a journey. It's not a one-time thing. It's not something that I can say, okay, tomorrow I'll discover my purpose. Tomorrow by 8 a.m. I'll discover my purpose by 2 p.m. I'll have been done discovering my purpose. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Discovering your purpose is a journey. So don't be overwhelmed, or don't allow it cloud you, or don't get grounded or drowned while discovering your purpose. It's a journey. Discovering your purpose is like you growing and developing yourself. You have to understand your potentials. You have to understand your passion. You have to understand where your pain lies. Then merging these three criteria can forge out what your purpose really is. Now, discovering purpose isn't easy. Some people don't have that strength, that grace, or that luxury to do so. But that's where God comes in. The best way to discover your purpose, is asking God, praying about it, going into deep meditation about it, going into deep insight and inspiration about it, and reading His Word. That's the fastest way for Him to speak to you, and fastest way for you to discover your purpose. So if you have tried discovering your purpose and it's hard and it's overwhelming you, like it's swallowing you up, bro, just be chill, be chill, just be chill, because when you are chilled, when you are silent, your spirit man is more active. When you are silent, your spirit man works better. When you are silent, your instincts, your inspirations, your guts, whatever you feel works better, whatever word or term you feel better to access it to. When you are silent, it works better, and you understand yourselves better. So discovering your purpose is not something you should be in a haste. It's not something you should rush. Take your time. Discovering your purpose gives you an obsession, something you have sleepless nights over. That's what discovering purpose feels like. So if you have some things that when you think about them, yeah, it gives you sleepless nights. When you think about them, you are just obsessed. Like, now the obsession is not in the negative light. It's a beautiful obsession. It's something you can't do without. It's something you realize every day you have to do it, to nurture it, to grow it to become the better version of itself. That's where your purpose lies. Something that gives you obsession, sleepless nights over. Every night you ponder, every night you think about it, every night you go through deep thoughts, thorough, and in-depth meditation, thinking about it gradually, the process. How would I do this? How should I do this? How am I meant to do this? Okay, if I'm doing this, who should be my target audience? Who are the people I should care about? Who are the people I would love to impact? Who are the people that would make, will give me joy while I'm doing this? Who are the people that while I'm doing this with will give me peace? These are some of the things that you should think about, and these are some of the things that you should be obsessed about, and it can link you to your purpose. Before you sleep, if you think about what am I doing? What am I doing in my life? What am I doing with my life? Sometimes the first thoughts that comes rushing in your head, don't be in a haste to wave them off. Don't be in a haste to just take them. Be calm. Think about it thoroughly. Think about it thoroughly. Give it deep insight. That could be where your purpose lies. You wake up in the morning, you say your morning prayers, and you're like, okay, what are we doing today? What am I doing with my life? And same thoughts you had before you slept are the same thoughts you had while you woke up. That could be your purpose. When you are obsessed with it, when you are embedded, like it is a do or die affair. It is this or this. It is this or this. It is this or this. And now, believe me, they say doing something repeatedly and it's not working is like madness. But now, in purpose, it's a journey. In purpose, if you are doing that thing and it's giving you peace, now nurture it, grow it, develop it, and define it. But if you are doing this same thing, one thing all over, different styles, different angles, different approaches, and it's not giving you peace, it's jeopardizing your peace. Like you're not calm about it. You feel me? No, that's not your purpose. That's not your life's purpose. But if thinking about it, if being obsessed about it, if trying to understand it better, developing it, striving, nurturing it, and whilst you're doing all this, you are still at peace, then you know that that is your purpose. You get, this is something that you can't do a day without thinking about. You can't go a day without thinking about it. Either how to develop it, either how to do it more beautifully, either how to define it in a simpler manner, either how to sharpen it. So if it's something that gives you all these thoughts, then you know that you are on the right path to discovering your purpose, or you are in the right path living your purpose. Now, like I said, discovering your purpose gives you an obsession and sleepless nights over it. And when discovered, it needs nurturing, development, and defining. Now, if along the line you have discovered your purpose, like I mentioned, the tools you need to discover your purpose are: number one, your potentials. What are potentials? Your abilities, the latent qualities and abilities you have. Now, I use latent because they are pre existing, but they are not yet developed. Now, it's left to you to develop them, it's left to you to groom it, it's left to you to nurture them, it's left to you to nurture them into greatness or the mature level. That's number one. Number two, to discover your purpose, is your passion. That thing you love to do, like you love it and you are good at it. And regardless of the fact that if you are paid or you are not paid, you still do these things. If you are paid or you are not paid, you still do these things and they give you joy. If you are paid or you are not paid, you can still use these things to impact lives. That can give you a clue of your purpose. That's number two. Number two, sorry. Number three, your place of pain and your place of great concern. That's stuff or things that gives you pain, things that give you great concern, things about life that you feel there has to be a change, there has to be an adjustment, there has to be something you will do that will make it come to a better light, to a better format, to a better understanding, to affect people's lives better. Your place of pain could be your traumas you had growing up, like I said, and these traumas you wouldn't want other people to go through them. So you can either be a motivational speaker or an activist, pursuing these lights or these areas, either activist for children health or activist for the woman child or the girl child, or activist against sexual abuse. Through your traumas can also give you a clue of your purpose. Now, not like Traumas are meant to happen, but if per adventure it has happened, you can, through those traumas, give it a redefinition of life, to help other people not to fall victim of these things. Those are the three ways you can discover your purpose. There are different, simpler means of discovering your purpose, but I wouldn't do that tonight because our time is fast spent. I'll do that next week, Tuesday. I will be talking about how to discover your purpose, part 2. Then, how to define and develop your purpose. One thing is discovering your purpose, the other is defining and develop your purpose. If you just develop your purpose and not do anything about it, your purpose will be looking at you. You begin at your purpose. What's law? It's far gone. If nobody does anything about it, to be there now. Well, now you have discovered your purpose. So what to do now? You define it. It's just like in school. Sometimes there are some mathematics teachers that when they're teaching you, be like, "Sir, me, I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding." Then he will be like, "Oh yeah, look at it this way. If you have 3 oranges, you have 6 apples. I collect 2 oranges from you. I collect 2 apples from you. How many do you have left?" You say, "Hey, sir, I have 1 orange and 4 apples left." So now he has defined it in a lighter way. He has defined it in a way you would understand better. Then he will now put it on your. That's same in mathematics. If x equals to 3 and y equals to 2, xy equals to. You understand? So discovering your purpose is one. Now defining it to the simpler version so that you'll be able to pursue it better and you'll be able to develop it. That's what we'll treat next Tuesday, which is life and purpose. This brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you. If you're with us from the beginning of today's session to now, come on. You're the real VIP or VVIP, and I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I really love that. Blessings. God bless you. It's your boy Decoder, the vibes, and it's live streaming daily. It's our blog. If it's night where you are, it's night where I am. Have a good night. Have a pleasant night. Sleep like a baby. Wake up like a giant. The Lord be with you. If it's day where you are, have a beautiful day. Make declarations for your day and how you want your day to be like. Have a wonderful day. If it's afternoon where you're at, have a calm afternoon. And don't forget to stay hydrated. And don't look for anybody's trouble. This life is not worth it. Be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. And don't look for anybody's trouble. It's all love. Give off only love, and the universe will definitely give love back to you. So yeah, I ran me your boy Decoder, the vibes. And this is live streaming daily. It's our blog. See you guys tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow is wonderful. Tomorrow is same time, 8 p.m. We're talking about love and relationship. So stay tuned. Share this video, to your friends. Share this link to your friends so that they can also watch. And this video will be active if you miss it. If you have been wondering how to discover your purpose, today's topic was what is your purpose and how to discover your purpose. So you can still watch it and jot things down. That's it. See you guys same time tomorrow. I love you. Say it back. Say it back. Come on, let's have it. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate it. One love. Peace out. Bless up. Is it? Bless up. Cheers.